See, I was going to create a review for Creed 3 simply due to time purposes. I'm a busy man these days, with only one day off every 2 weeks. I seriously don't know how I'm moving through life right now, but I am. But anyways, I think we all learned that Sylvester Stallone's Rocky's character was not going to be in this film a couple months before the film was released. I think in the last film, or the first Rocky movie, first Creed movie, Rocky was sick, but I think he's since recovered from that illness. And then he went to go meet his son at the end of Creed 2. But in this film, there's really no mention of Rocky, which made the series feel like a totally different franchise. Nonetheless, behind the scenes, there were simple reasons why Stallone didn't make an appearance. In his own words, kinda. He felt the story of Rocky was about a man who was an underdog, a true hero that had to prove himself in the boxing ring. Some of the Rocky films channel that energy. The first two Creed films did something similar. But in Creed 3, Michael B. Jordan's Adonis Creed, or Donnie Creed, wasn't the underdog anymore. Plus, there were some rights disputes over the franchise that went on in the past with Stallone and producer and director Irvin Winkler. Disputes I won't get into on this review. But back to Adonis Creed. The theme of this film, to a point, and you think about it now, is age and guilt. But before I get to age and guilt, I need you guys to do something for me. Before we go on with the show, how about you guys like, share, subscribe to Franchise History TV, even comment down in the comments down below. I'm also on Instagram at franchise_TV and on Twitter at TV_franchise. I also have two other channels if you guys are interested: Lone Wolf Adventure TV and Franchise 2 Sports. So yeah, subscribe to those three channels. And also like, share, subscribe on all three of them. I say subscribe 3 times. I'm done. Bye. I'm going to try and make this review spoiler free as possible. At the beginning of this film, Adonis Creed is retired. I wouldn't say too old to box, but he's old to box at the age of 36. Jordan's real age in real life. He's retired, pretty much becoming a boxing promoter and full-time husband and father. But his past comes tumbling down at his doorsteps. An old friend from his past named Damian Diamond Dame Anderson, a boxer himself, comes around, recently released from prison. Comes to Creed asking for a chance to live his dream as a boxer. Creed has no problem with it. He's trying to help out an old friend. But there's a problem. For one, he's older than Creed. And he can also be rather, let's say, abrasive in the ring. I don't know, you can be rough in the ring, you're boxing, but kind of almost dirty towards the other boxers he was sparring with, which causes the ire of Little Duke. Now, I do have to say, this is my first time seeing Jonathan Majors in anything. I keep hearing that in Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, it was trash. Sorry, those are just the facts. But Majors Kang the Conqueror, or as I call him, no offense to anyone out there, Kang the Black Man, was pretty much the best part. I keep hearing he was charismatic and moved the movie. It's hard to say when you have Paul Rudd in the movie. But anyways, he was the best part of that film. I believe it. Even though I was strongly opposed to race swapping characters, but that's neither here nor there. But Majors is Diamond Damon, or Dame Diamond, whatever you like to call himself in this film. He's probably the best part of this film. Majors is I had to say, he's a talented actor, and the way he portrays his character in this film was excellent. And he somewhat made a compelling antagonist to Creed, as his reappearance has forced Creed to face some demons from his past. There's always a great thing when you have the protagonist and antagonist knowing each other real well, even like friends in the past. Well, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But anyways, Damon Dime is pretty much the underdog in this film. And I think that's where Stallone probably wasn't a big fan at. I don't think he wanted the antagonist being the underdog. But Majors made this underdog that protagonist. I guess he could be a protagonist if you think about it, but this antagonist pretty much being, it seemed like sometimes the main character in the film. But anyways, but like I said, Major's character is an underdog, being an outsider to the boxing world. Him becoming big while in prison, with having the tenacity to get to the top of the boxing world. He wanted it real bad, and he didn't care how he got it. But this isn't really a spoiler to a point, but you kind of figure this is going to happen. But the former friends do have to throw hands eventually. I'm not going to say why and how. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, this is Michael B. Jordan's first time directing. I guess it wasn't bad. Some of the boxing scenes were alright. I did like what Michael B. Jordan did towards the end of the film when he's fighting Majors' character. I like how they did that. But I had to get this film 7 out of 10. But not to repeat myself, but Majors' acting was A+. He was sporadic, meek at sometimes, boastful also, and he didn't play and he didn't take any prisoners. But I wish some of these newer African American actors can stop doing this right here.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Hey, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button too. What are you waiting for? Just do it. It's free. Duh.